It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the keys to look for with this guy this afternoon, he's had a really difficult time getting people out with runners in scoring position. Over 300 average against coming into this start. He's really struggled when there's been traffic on the bases, and this is something he's going to have to clean up.
Standing in, number 9. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable. 2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch inside, the throw. The throw pulls him off the bag.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
You could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit, and the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Number 10.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, and the runners will stay put here on ball 1. The runners are at first and third, 1 away. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here. He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks on that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. His past history against John Lester. He comes in as a .316 hitter. He also has 1 home run. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Bryant makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Machado.
At the plate, Manny Machado. And the Padres trying to make this first inning even better here. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. The set and the 1-1. Line to the right side. And he drops it. Tatis is on his way home. He'll score easily. And they now lead by 2.
Batting 7. The left fielder, number 4.
Here's Will Myers. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Looking to minimize the damage here. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. He's set. The 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit. At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Padres on top 2-0. Robbie Erlin gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Albert Almora.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out toward shallow right. Renfroe is there. He's got it 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see Addison Russell play. He had an amazing power month. He launched balls out of the park to left, to right, to center field. Impressive power. For a whole month to sustain what he did, really impressive.
Here's Javier Baez having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Javier Baez becomes the second out of the bottom of the first.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. Off the LED board and gone. Kris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot and a one-time magic number, 61 home runs on the season now, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead. So as we check it out one more time, remember that for years 61 was the number to beat, and he's tied it right here. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
The first baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Called strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped him up. Machado on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's the Padres 2 and the Cubs 1. So striding in, Robbie Erlin. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 41, Robbie Erlin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
1-1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope. It'll stay up long enough to be run down out there. A good break on that ball, and he's retired.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up
Number 9.
defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
Digging in for his second at-bat, number 9. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. So far on the year, number 9 is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No contact there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Hayward is right there as he takes it for the second out.
The center fielder, number 7, Manuel Margot.
Digging in to try it again. Manuel Margot. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at bat.
And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Even 1-1 count to Margot. And he misses 2-1. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still lead it 2-1. Here's Addison Russell. As they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Addison Russell.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And let's focus on Manny Machado, 2015 Gold Glove winner. Get the mantle space ready. He's going to add more to that. On the defensive side, he's a highlight reel at the hot corner.
Here's Jason Hayward now. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward, number 28 on the season, and with it the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box now, David Bodie. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He comes in with 24 homers to his credit so far this year. The 0-1 on its way. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. 1 out, nobody on. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, Martin Maldonado. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The windup and the 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Ground ball foul down the left side. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Stepping into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1 home. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Scorched to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Up next for the Padres, the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
1 out now in the San Diego third, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Bases are empty, one man out. Liner toward right center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Wow, one pitch ago he had only given up a single, but that wild pitch, that single essentially turns into a double. Those kind of things can absolutely kill you.
Now the 1-0. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
2 balls and a strike to count.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Rolled slowly to first. Rizzo scoops it up, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny Machado.
Stepping in, Manny Machado, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run home run for Manny Machado, number 201 in his career, and it's given the Padres a 4-2 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
The left fielder.
Into the box, Will Myers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 15 long balls, and the RBI count at 35. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Behind 0-2 now. Lester's 2-0 home. Hit hard to short. There's Baez. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. The Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up, and the Friars have doubled up. They lead it 4-2.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
Okay, thank you, Huddy.
For the Cubs, the center fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. 2-0 count. The pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And he's retired here, one away. So with one gone in the inning, you take a look there at the current National League Western Division standings as you see where the Padres find themselves entering play here today. So one away here with the bases empty, and into bat next the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball one.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's Chris Bryant now, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still down by a count of 4-2. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Andy Green during the commercial break about the Padres offense, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in now, Robbie Erlin. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting, number 9.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, number 9. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. A ball and no strikes.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Now Lester's 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Now
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Fernando Tatis Jr. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Here's a high pop-up. Bodie over to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for San Diego, but they still lead this one 4-2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And that misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And he fouls this one off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the box now, Addison Russell, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll just waste one there. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Striding in once again, Jason Hayward will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now that's popped up, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 4-2. Ready for another chance? Hunter Renfroe. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Hunter Renfroe.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
1-1 on its way from Lester. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Hunter Renfroe is retired to lead off the 5th.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez has it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny Machado.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
A bouncer to the left side. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him. And the side is retired. Padres down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now at the plate, David Bodie. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
Striding in, Martin Maldonado. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Renfroe moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Garcia is into the
your
on-deck
attention,
circle
please.
now as he'll pinch hit for the
hitting for the
pitcher,
Cubs.
Lester.
Number 16.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Cubs.
That can't bother you
The
too
center
bad,
fielder,
Dan, right there. Power
Albert.
guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
Stepping in now, Albert Almora, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Three and 0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
3-2, full count. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Stepping up to the plate, Javier Baez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Two and 0 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
And it's fouled away. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
2-1 to count. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Back up the middle, reined in. A bare hand for 1. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Padres 4 and the Cubbies 3. Brandon Kinsler takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 20, Brandon Kinsler.
Digging in now for San Diego.